in order to achieve the correct alignment, you know, in the can. And then you'll want to drop it in front of this this program here, which allows the stove to compress the can onto that nozzle, thereby accomplishing the process. So when I see the can shift forward, and whenever I'm done cooking, I just flip the lever up until I'm ready to cook again, because I'm just smart that way. Now once that's done and you turn the knob, then you have the flame that you see here, and it's adjustable down to a very low fire. But I don't usually cook that way because I'm in a hurry. We're always trying to save time for the show. So I cook on high. Oh, that's very warm. Okay, that was the burn I discussed earlier. So the next step would be to put the frying pan, squeaky clean, right there on top, and ignite the burner to allow the heat to generate in the frying pan, so we can then cook some breakfast sausages and eggs, for example, because that's a very ketogenic kind of diet. And I will take the previously almost sort of kind of prepared sausages out of the wrapper, and gosh, okay, and these hands were washed just the day before yesterday, so don't have any concerns about cleanliness. We're a stickler for that here in the kitchens of the Serenity Hotel. Okay, well, it might have been the day before yesterday. I can never be certain about these things. This is where I take my pink rag and wipe the residue of grease off my fingertips. Now, if you don't have a pink rag like this, then I don't know what to tell you. You might be able to take a white rag and wash it with some red clothes that are fairly new, and thereby acquire, you know, a pink rag like this pink rag that you see right here. Okay, so I'm going to let that cook, and when the appropriate time comes, I'm going to turn it with my turner. Let go of me, and then they'll be flipped over. Now I use these stackable rubber tubs that you see right here. I'm pinching the screen again, as you might imagine, because it's just cool to do that. I over-pinched. I'm going to unpinch. So what I've done there, I have these stackable rubber tubs that I stack because they're, well, stackable. And I use those to keep all my stuff in. This one has all my cooking utensils, and the other one there has, you know, vitamins and nutritional products, and that's the top, and then, you know, they just lock together. So, alrighty then, we are in the kitchen cooking away, and I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the technique for turning these sausages, which are really cooking. This is not a special effect or any kind of computer-generated animation. This is actual cooking. So, I mean, if I were to put my hand in here and press down, my hand would then be cooking. But that's not part of today's show prep, because I don't have bandages and all that stuff. Okay, there we go. 58 seconds. If I had paper towels, they would be right here. But I've taken them down because we're back to that fire and explosion hazard thing. Wow. That's a big... oh! Unpinch. There we go. Okay, well, when I'm finished with cooking the sausages, I'm going to add liquid eggs. Picture's kind of tilted a little. Okay, I feel like one of those Star Trek shows, you know, where they hit the you know, the interference or some wave out in space. Let me fold down my other Captain Kirk armrest, and then, you know, when they hit that out in space, you know, it's like, oh, Mr. Spock! Mr. Spock!